I came back to town early because I know you're alone with the kids. I know that it's not easy.
I told you on the phone though, Brian, I don't need help. I'm good. I can take care of both of them by myself.
That's not what I'm saying, Miranda. Not everyone is putting you down as a mom and saying you're incapable of taking care of your kids. I know you're capable of taking care of both of them. I wanted to come back and see my daughter. Because why wait? Why be halfway across the country when I can see her now? And also, I want to get it out of the way. The whole scheduling, how many days I get out of the week to see her and this and that.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Probably best we get that out of the way.
Can I hold her?
She's your daughter. You don't have to ask me to hold her. But I appreciate you asking anyway. Here.
Come here, baby. Oh. Sorry, Daddy went to California. I was trying to better my career. So how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. It really gets on my nerves when people continually ask me if I'm doing alright, like I have limbs hanging off, or that I'm constantly losing the battle against life. I'm good.
Why do you have to get so agitated when someone asks you how you're doing? You've been through a lot. It's not me saying that you're struggling or something like that. I just checking in.
I know, and it's nothing against you personally. It's just between the caseworker, my sister, out of the blue, offering to help me. Everyone's making me feel like I don't have things under control when I do. It may be hard to be a single mom, but I've done it before, and it doesn't personify me. It's not my whole identity.
Well, I'm back in town now, and I know you don't need help, but if you need help, I'm around. You're not fully alone. So, I know it may feel that way, but I'm always here. Her father is always here.
You know, you went to California with Tiffany, your new girlfriend. Where is she? Did she come back with you?
She stayed back in California. She has her internship to finish. You know, she's getting a second master's degree, so it's a lot of work.
You know, you wouldn't really have needed to be separated from Charlotte. You wouldn't have had to miss her so much if you just had it left in the first place. Not to California, I mean to the military.
Can we not talk about me leaving for the military? It's in the past. We've been down that road. I explained myself a million times. You know what was going on with your mother. I didn't handle the situation in the best way, but I was trying to protect your relationship with your mom. Never did I think that it would turn out the way that it did. Believe me, I regret every minute not being with her. And I know that leaving her puts me on the same level as your ex. You know what? I don't need to say that. Just glad she's okay.
Sorry. You're right. I don't know why I go there.
How's your mom doing? Or have you not spoken to her?
She's not doing good. My sister says she's doing terrible in prison, which isn't surprising to me. But what is surprising to me is that you care. You know, after what she did to you, why would you care at all? You know, like lying about hitting on her and then stealing your daughter, blaming you for it.
Part of me can't stand her for what she did and lied about, what she did to my daughter. But I can tell when someone's having a mental breakdown, and clearly something was off there. So I do try to walk the road of sympathy. You don't? She's your mom.
It always amazes me how you can take the high road with certain things and be so forgiving. That's where I think you're better than me in certain respects. Maybe I wouldn't have had it out with my mother-in-law for so many years if I just took that approach. But I just feel like with my mom, she never exhibited any mental health problems, or I don't think she's capable of a mental breakdown. I think everything that she did was under her own volition. And I'm so tired of like everyone in my life who does something toxic and unforgivable. They just blame their mental health. And I think Joey is the only exception in my eyes because he's been certified. He's spoken to people. My mom, no. She's just trying to give herself an excuse. Even my mother-in-law, I would say. I don't know. Maybe I'm just turning a little bit colder.
All right, well, let's talk about how many days a week I'm going to see my daughter. Because I don't want it to be a custody mess. I still want to stick to not going to court about custody and this and that. You've been getting my money, right? Every Friday?
Yes, I've been getting it. And thank you again. I told you didn't need to send me money. I'm okay. But thank you again. I appreciate it. It's nice that you're willing and not looking to fight me over sending me money for my kid.
All right, so what are you thinking? I can cater my schedule around anything because I own my businesses, so I can make things work. So whatever works for you.
Okay, yeah, no, I've been thinking about it. Saturdays.
Saturdays?
Yeah, Saturdays, because Sunday is kind of like a get ready day for the week ahead. And if we're doing this long term, which we are, I know eventually Charlotte's going to go to school, so that's going to be another day where I'm going to have to do hair, bath, laundry. So, I mean, that might work out for me better because I'll have the day free. So I still have Junior. So yeah, Saturdays are that's what works best for me.
Okay. Saturdays and what? What else? What other days?
Right now, I'm just comfortable with Saturdays to start.
One day out of the week? You only want me to see her one day out of the week? That's a little hard for me.
Is that not enough? I'm having bad separation anxiety with her right now. Even in the house, it's hard for me to just put her down. You holding her right now, you're a couple feet away, but I don't, she was kidnapped from me, and I had a lot of bad thoughts when she was gone that just keep replaying even though she's in the house, So, I think one day, because I know that one day out of the week, it's going to be hell for me. Even though it's a break, essentially, from being a mom, half, 50%, I can't really be away from her.
Okay. But as I hold her, I know I'm her father, and I give birth to her, and I know you have a different connection to her than I do. She was ripped from your home, kidnapped, I get it. But I feel just as attached to her as you are. Believe me.
No, I don't doubt that. I don't. And I don't want to sit here and say, well, you did walk out and list all the reasons why you shouldn't be entitled to more than one day out of the week at this point. The attachment thing's a big deal for me.
Aside from being attached, can I ask why? Why it's so difficult? Or is it, you don't trust me?
To be honest, I don't trust anyone. I barely trust myself nowadays. My nanny, who kind of reminds me of Nanny Agatha at times, I watch her on the nanny cam all day like it's breaking news. The only one I kind of trust 100% right now is Gabby and Junior. So yeah.
Okay. Not trusting anyone, I get that. You've been seeing a therapist too, with your custody assigned stuff.
Therapist and then psychiatrist. I was mandated to see a psychiatrist. I didn't even know there was a difference between the two. I don't know if that's stupid or not. But yeah, why? Am I coming off as incapable again or something, or worrisome? Because I think everything I'm going through is normal for someone who had their kid kidnapped.
Because I don't know. Still seem okay. Seem a little paranoid.
Paranoid. Again, I'm being categorized as something. If I am paranoid, fine. I don't deny that. Maybe I am. And you know what? I went to bed one night and Charlotte was right there next to me. I was holding her. And I woke up and she was gone, missing for 3 days. So I'm paranoid, yeah. Yep. I wear it proudly right here. All over. I don't care. I'm gonna be whatever the hell I wanna be. These are my kids. And if paranoia stops the world from kidnapping them, then that's what I am.
Right. No, I get it. You deserve to be whatever you want to be, however you're feeling. But you're watching two children. Your mental state of mind has to be tip-top shape. I know it's not my place. You have spent way more time raising her than I have. I am not a parent. Or at least, I don't feel like one. Because I haven't put in the work. But, let's say she's sick one day with the flu. Or a bad cold or something. And you have to really dedicate yourself to her. And then Junior's hanging by the window or throwing things around the living room. That's hard. Especially when you feel the way that you already feel. We don't want you snapping at anyone.
Please, don't talk down to me like I'm some first grader with a caseworker in school who needs to be gently spoken to. I'm so tired of that. I am what I am at this point, but it doesn't hinder how I take care of my children.
I'm not talking down to you. I just want to make sure you're okay. I know the caseworker's there for that. I know your psychiatrist is there for that. But sometimes you need someone without a clipboard to help you. And your family, well, I don't have to explain that.
Well, Brian Montgomery, the father of Charlotte Montgomery, my ex-boyfriend, please listen to me. I am okay. Nothing will stop me from taking care of my children and being the best mother that I can. I've had them taken away. I know what it's like to not have them. So I'm going to be the best damn mother that I can be. While juggling a full-time job all by myself. That doesn't make me a single mom. That just makes me a mom. So please, no more. No more asking if I'm okay. No more treating me like I don't have legs or arms for the first 10 minutes of my life. Pretend that I was born without any limbs and I've been living this existence for 20 years or more and I'm used to it. Okay? Treat me with respect, that's all.
Can we at least do 2 days a week? Friday, Saturday.
I said one day. Saturdays. No other days right now. Saturday is one day is hard enough for me already. So that's what we're going to start with. And that's it.
All right. One day to start. That's fine. If that's what you're comfortable with, I'm not going to be argumentative about it. I understand where you're coming from. And after walking out, it's not my place. But just remember, I was very agreeable with this. If we need to have a discussion about something else down the line.
Okay, I will remember that. But I want you to remember that I was very agreeable when it came to keeping Joey away from Charlotte when he was practically living here. And that was pretty ridiculous to have him at one side of the house and Charlotte at the other.
No, you weren't. I know that you were letting Joey hold her and watch her behind my back. I just know that.
And how do you know that? Who told you that?
Doesn't matter. All I know is you put up a hell of a fight to let that man watch my kid. That wasn't fair to me. It's that man. You know our history. Like, how dare you let him touch her?
I just think it was pretty ridiculous to me for you to put your foot down and throw your weight around when we were supposed to have compromise in this whole situation, and we were going to be different than when I negotiated with Joey about Junior. I thought we were going to be on the same page, but you really threw your weight around and made it a big deal when Joey was the one who found Charlotte and returned her to me. She wouldn't be here without him.
Oh, he got lucky. You know he got lucky. You don't think that he returned her to you to look good? To get in your good graces? To help you forget about all the terrible things he did to you? He didn't do that out of the goodness of his heart.
Whatever you want to believe, Brian. I'm not here to change your mind. It's funny how everyone wants to try to change mine, but...
Do you mind if I sit with her for a bit? Maybe feed her when she wakes up? Just hang out with her for a little bit and then I'll go?
No, go ahead. I'll be here.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you for coming here. I didn't know if I should have gone to the precinct or had you guys come here, but I appreciate it. I waited 72 hours and I'd like to report my son missing. I'd like to do a missing persons report.
Okay, understood. By the way, the 72-hour waiting period, that's a myth.
So is it a 24-hour wait or?
No, there's no waiting period to report a missing person. You can do it immediately.
I didn't know that. If I had known, I would have done it sooner. Yeah, so my son, Joey Riley, he's missing. I can give you photos.
Okay. You guys, weren't you guys all in the news recently? Something about a baby going missing?
Yes, his ex-wife, her baby went missing. Recovered and she's fine now, but yeah, we've all been in the news recently. This is a culmination of things, I guess, for my son. She just left him, so he's not doing good. I have reason to believe that he's not on his medication anymore.
And so you think that your son disappeared because his ex-wife, who they got back together, from what I believe, she left him again?
Yes, out of the blue. My former daughter-in-law broke up with him, and he's already been dealing with mental health problems and stuff like that, so very bad timing. I also have reason to believe that he may do something dangerous.
Okay, and why do you think he might do something dangerous?
Well, he gave my boyfriend a call, and my boyfriend said he sounded a little bit erratic. He was talking about borrowing, weapons and stuff, things of that nature. My son, he holds grudges, and he's always had it out for his ex-wife's new baby daddy, Brian. So I don't know. I worry about what he might do.
Alright, so any idea where your son might go first? Any places he frequents that we could check out? Or, ask people?
No, I don't know where he would go. And, he pretty much went to work, his home, and Miranda's house. So I don't... That's why I'm calling you guys.
Alright, so it kind of makes things a little difficult here.
There was one thing you should know. My mother, his grandmother, gave him money. He requested money out of her. So I have a feeling he might have fled town or something like that.
Okay, noted. It's a trickier situation because it seems like he left on his own. Maybe doesn't want to be found. So it's not like he went missing,
Okay, but he's still missing. Even if it's a willing missing, he's still missing to me.
Alright, So you fill out this report here. We'll take the report and keep you updated.
All right, I'll fill out whatever you want me to fill out, but you will look for him and do your due diligence, correct?
Yeah, sure.
I know when someone is blowing me off. And my son, if you don't want to look for him because you don't consider him missing, fine. But he's a credible threat out there. And I don't need him getting locked up or doing something stupid, because then I'm not going to see my grandson anymore.
Your son's missing, and the first thing you're worried about is seeing your grandkid.
Okay, you don't know me, so we don't have to get into a conversation about morality. My grandson's important to me. I don't need to go back to not seeing him. Just give me the paper and I'll fill it out.